Hey everybody, welcome to MT Guitar. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm really excited about today's lesson. We're going to do a complete pentatonic picture, and we're going to have 3 levels of how to practice that on a backing track. The levels will be sort of beginner, intermediate, and intermediate. We're going to be covering a minor pentatonic first in all 5 shapes with some diagrams shown up there. And we're going to do that in 2 keys, A minor and E minor, to practice over a backing track. And then we'll cover relative major pentatonic. So major pentatonic, also very important, not as often discussed in guitar education, but pretty crucial and actually not that big of a deal because it's relative to the minor key. So why don't we jump right in? This backing track that I will be playing along with is available on the Patreon as a downloadable MP3. I composed the backing track myself. It's the first backing track for the channel. It's a chord progression of A minor, C major, G major, E minor. And I had a lot of fun making it, and I'm going to be doing that more. So at the $5 level on the Patreon, you can download this and practice along with me. But I'll have a section on this video where you can play along as well here. So let's jump right in and kind of get these pentatonic shapes under our belt. All right. If we take A minor, we're going to start with the first position or E minor shape. It's the E minor bar chord. All right. And that's kind of what I want you to think about as well as first position. Also think of it as an E minor shape. Excuse me. I'm going to show you a couple tricks as to how to combine these positions, by the way, in shapes. So even if you know all 5 shapes, stick around. I think you'll find it useful. If we go backwards for a sec, we're going to cover the 5th position or G minor shape. Same root, same note, same fret. Always start and end on the root, which is that 5th fret, for practice purposes. Now we're going to go to 2nd position or D minor shape. Notice I started here on the 5th fret 4th string, not all the way down here. It's great to go down there, but just make sure you end the scale here. So one more time, 2nd position. And down. 3rd position would be the C minor shape, 12th fret, 5th string. Always want to know where your root is. So for the first 2 positions, for the 1st and 5th position, the root was here, 5th fret, 6th string. And then where is your other root? Well, in the 1st position, it was 7th fret, 4th string, and 5th fret, 1st string. For the 5th position, it was 2nd fret, 3rd string, and 5th fret, 1st string. Another thing we should say before we go through all 5 shapes is that, boy, it's a hot day today, is that we can take out 2 notes of the minor scale to create a minor pentatonic. So we take out the 2 and the flat 6. So if I play a full minor scale, it would be 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Then it would repeat with 1 or 8. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1, 2, flat 3. If we take out the 2 and flat 6, we have a minor pentatonic scale. 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. That's true for each shape, all 5 shapes. And what that does is it creates a scale with no half steps, because the 2 is a half step to the flat 3, and the flat 6 is a half step away from the 5. So we have no half steps in a minor pentatonic or a major pentatonic. So there was 2nd position. Here's 3rd position. Again, you can go below, but just end on the root. That would be the C minor shape. Okay. The 4th position or A minor shape is here. It's also the same as the open shape, 12 frets up. that's all 5 shapes of A minor pentatonic. Now you may be wondering, how do I connect these shapes? And I'm going to start answering that question by telling you about the box. The box is something my teacher taught me, very powerful stuff. So the simplest form of the box would be here, 4th string, 5th and 7th fret, and then 3rd string, 5th and 7th fret. And it's actually a good exercise to try to make music with those 4 notes. Okay, so anywhere where there's a flat 7, 1, flat 3, 4 is a box. So we have that in the bass here. Now we can slide up to get ready for the next box. So that's here, then slide up, then the box, then slide up. Now we have a box here. That's how the guitar works, in these little octaves. So, you know, what I did a lot when I was learning the pentatonic scales is I would do that a lot. I tried to get away from that after a while because it sounded like I was doing the same thing over and over. But don't let that discourage you. Go ahead and play that until Kingdom Come, until you're tired of it. So we're going to want to learn the E minor pentatonic, but it's going to be a movable shape from the A minor. So let's do that, and you'll see how it's a little bit easier. We have, instead of here as the first position, we have to find a 6-string root. So we want to have an E root for an E minor pentatonic. So we can use the open string. And we can replace this first position with this. Same string relationships. Instead of 3 frets up from 5th fret, it's 3 frets up from open. Second position. Third position. Fourth position. And 5th position. And then it repeats. You're at 1st position at the 12th fret. Alright. You can always add the flat 5, which would create a blues scale. So there's 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 5. Okay, and etc. So let's practice over the backing track, level 1 and 2. Level 1 will be only A minor pentatonic. All right, so let's throw the scale diagram up, practice along with me, or just follow where I'm soloing and what position I'm using, what shape I'm using. And we're going to start with level 1, which would be only A minor pentatonic over the following chords: A minor, C, G, E minor. They're all diatonic. 1, 2, here we go. Okay, that would be A minor only over all 4 chords. It obviously works. However, it's just the start. It's just the beginning. We can also do A minor and E minor. So, for the first 2 chords, we're going to do A minor pentatonic for A minor and C major. I'll explain why in a second. for the next two chords, G and E minor, we're going to do E minor pentatonic. And I'll explain why in a second. This will be level 2. Let's give it a go. Good. Now, we want to do relative major with each of these pentatonic scales. And I'm just going to give you the quick shortcut version right away. If we do A minor pentatonic, and we start on the second note of this scale, it would be C. And if we consider that as our root, that would be C major pentatonic with the same exact notes of A minor. So, we start with C. Now we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Same notes as A minor pentatonic, but this is now 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. So we've taken out the 4 and 7 of major pentatonic. Why did we do that? Well, remember I mentioned there's no half steps in pentatonic scales. So between 3 and 4 is a half step, between 7 and 8 is a half step in the major scale. So now we have C major pentatonic in all 5 shapes, as long as we go up 3 frets. Okay? Sorry. Here we go. And here, instead of the second position of minor, we go up 3 frets. We're at the major. And there's our root. Here, instead of this, we would go to here. There's our root. You can reach back and get that root. And instead of here, we start here. Alright, same thing applies to E minor pentatonic. We can play G major pentatonic by starting on 3 frets up. So instead of here, we start here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Same with this. Instead of starting here, we would start here, then we'd go down the octave, we'd have our G major pentatonic. Okay, instead of starting here, we'd start here for our G major pentatonic. Instead of starting here, we'd start here. Instead of starting here, we'd start here. And then we're at the 12th fret, which repeats the octave, repeats the fretboard. So let's try level 3 by I'm going to play A minor pentatonic, C major pentatonic, G major pentatonic, E minor pentatonic. Alright, good. I'm going to put the backing track on this video so you can practice along. And I'd like for you to think of this in 2 ways as you're practicing. One is go very slow in terms of understanding the scale degrees that you're playing. Okay, so play a basic box lick of A minor and know that it's the flat 7, flat 3, 1, and just really milk a few notes. Okay? And do that with level 1, then do it with level 2, then do it with level 3. Now, even if you're not in the box, just know where you are in terms of scale degrees. The other way I recommend you practice is to just not give a heck. Just to basically explore and mix up the shapes, slide around. This is something you can do as you get the shapes a little bit memorized. Then, get lost in it And then when you're lost, maybe stop and say, where am I? What scale degree am I at? And that's going to be a healthy balance of being a little bit meticulous and almost tedious, and switch it from there to being a little more exploratory, a little more improvisatory, and breaking the rules a little bit. Not necessarily always following the correct fingerings, whatever that would be for you, but to basically mess it up on purpose so that you can create music, right? It's not all about drawing within the lines. So add that flat 5 whenever you want. For major, it would be flat 3. So instead of, for C major, instead of 1, 2, 3, you do 1, 2, flat 3, 3. Same with the same note as A minor pentatonic, it's the flat 5. Right. So you have those 4 pentatonic scales, but really it's just one scale, A minor, transposed to E minor, and then using the relative major of each A minor and E minor. So with one pentatonic scale, we're able to get 4 pentatonic scales for this jam track. So enjoy jamming along with this, and I'll throw some diagrams up there. And thanks again for your support. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you're interested in the backing track, you can join the Patreon. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.